Hi everybody, this is Cole Wulfrun, your favorite buff dungeon master. This is Eiley, my daughter, and this is my girlfriend Remy. Today we're going to be watching the gameplay reveal and reacting to for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Oh, now you get fussy?
Oh, you were so happy a second ago.
Wanna go, mama? Okay.
Come here.
So, I have played every Dragon Age game. Remy's only exposure to Dragon Age is watching my Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. And we watched the one reveal trailer, and my biggest concern was the art style being a little cartoony.
Which I liked, because I don't like hyper-realistic.
Yeah, like, she likes Dragon Age Origins' art style to an extent, and, like, would probably like Dragon Age 2's, but Inquisition, I know, is going to make her like, oh, too real. It's a little too real. So we'll see how the actual game looks.
May contain content inappropriate for children. Perfect.
Perfect, well, we have our child here. So we are going to...
Wiggle butt.
She's being a wiggle butt. Are you going to be fussy this whole video? We're going to have to stop recording at some point because you're going to get fussy? Probably. Alright, so yeah, we're going to watch it and I'm going to react and give my opinions on it. No. Okie dokie. Let's turn on this. This is a different kind of concept than y'all are used to from me, so... And... Okay. Let's see. This first look at Dragon Age the Veilguard. Following footage was captured from software in development. Takes place very early in the game. Good! Avoid any major spoilers. Okay. We're gonna move that way.
Hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solas...
Solas already, okay. I don't know Solas is much of a I'm imagining this is to
Should we be in more
Winter?
of a hurry to get out of here?
The mage
Don't want to look
run?
conspicuous. Just get out of here
Okay,
nice
I
and
like
casual.
the
Find Nev
environments.
and stop
Alright.
Solas.
It looks really nice.
And the art style is kind of cartoony, but still looks like Dragon. This still looks like Dragon Age to me.
I like the art style. It doesn't
Rogue
look like
level 1 rogue
Uncanny
backstory.
Valley.
Oh, that's the thing I did read about. They're returning to Origins. So after Dragon Age Origins, Remy, they never gave you like an origin to pick ever. You just picked your race and class. But apparently they're going back to
That ritual
adding
is going to tear down
backstories.
the veil. The only thing
And
separating us
and there's
from
like
the
6
fate
different
and
ones you
an
can choose
endless
from.
number of
I
demons.
think Dragon Age Origins had
I
like
have to talk him
8.
down.
But oh, we're getting full cutscenes in this. This is the very beginning of the game, so it's
But I didn't do anything!
facial animations are pretty somewhat realistic, but still cartoony.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
This looks
Word
way
travels
better
faster
than the
than
trailer
risers.
did to me.
We've got to help her.
At least like, I don't care about all this.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially
So that's the only place that would have technology. Well, not even technology, but magical technology, because Tvinter, for your reference from, is the one place where mages aren't oppressed. That's because they're in charge.
We're too late.
the ritual started. But if we hurry, we can
Oh.
still stop
Oh.
Solas before it finishes.
I know.
Harding's this way.
Harding is
She'll get us
Harding.
to do
Oh
more
right,
blocks.
Scott Harding is a playable NPC this time. Is a party member. Well, that's Varric. We'll get to know Varric very well watching my Let's Plays. He's a party member in Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition.
Is Solas summoning demons on purpose?
This looks so good.
The veil is weakening, and they're slipping
Those are demons.
And when the veil comes down
Those look like
completely...
rage demons. It's like a new design for
The
them.
whole world is going to look a lot
That's a
like
pride
this.
demon. They got a redesign? Pride demon's got a redesign. We might have to pause in a
Come
minute.
on, this
Folks,
way. It should get us to
Riley's
Harding.
getting fussy. We wanted to watch this together, so she's at least interested in Dragon Age.
This should be do stuff like this with a cool one.
Oh, you can even see how it's oh, that's okay. Harding!
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you
Is
can,
that
okay?
the player character? Wait,
No, the player character is the
Harding,
Rook.
you all right?
Oh, okay.
I've been doing what I can to help.
Lace Harding Scout. That's
The
why they have a
ritual must
basic
be
name and it's a
weakening the veil. There are
backstory Shadow
scared
Dragon. Like,
people out here.
that's just a created. They just created a character for the intro.
Facial
Facial animations are good. Even like I don't get why people are complaining this looks too
What about
cartoony.
you
I think
two?
this looks
Are you
great.
okay?
See, and in the new games they do a dialogue wheel similar to Mass Effect. They started that in Dragon Age 2 because of voice
We're good,
protagonist.
but we need to move.
Agreed. Solas isn't waiting, neither can
Yeah,
we.
sorry guys. This
got
looks
like here?
way better than
Right over
Inquisition ever did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Where's Nevgalis? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we
Venatori?
arrived and told the bar owner to keep it quiet.
Venatori are so fuck.
Surprised
Oh,
our
goddamn
detective did
Venatori.
something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages.
That's what the
Their
Venatori are.
timing stinks.
Cult of Blood
Bar owner
Mages.
said the Venatori
They're
took
the main
men to
antagonists of
Dumont
Dragon Age
Plaza.
Inquisition.
Can you get us there, Harding?
They're still kicking
Look,
around,
you're with the
really?
Shadow
I
Dragons.
would have
I
thought.
figured you'd know Minrathous better than I do.
Sure, but Minrathous is huge, and this is nowhere near my neighborhood.
Okay, so he's from Teventer.
Don't
Okay.
worry, scouting's my specialty. Follow me.
So your first two party members are two dwarves.
Eyes up.
Two dwarf
We got
rogues.
company.
Harding better be a rogue. She's an archer, so I'm assuming. Wraiths, okay.
Also, you,
That looks like it because the main.
Demons,
Okay, he's
here they
wielding.
come.
Oh, it's definitely more action oriented. This is probably really interesting for you, considering you've only seen me play Origins. Look at the. This is very different.
whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know.
Oh, you get multiple weapon sets. He's using dagger or short swords and a bow. Ooh, that's bad. Rogue looks fun. I want to be a warrior. Are we-
You know you're gonna play this multiple times.
Probably. Unless it's awful. But this doesn't look bad at all. Like, I get some people are mad that it's action gameplay
that's the
versus
last
what
one.
they want, which is like a
Let's
return
get
to
to
Dragon
Dumont
Age
Plaza in
Origins.
5
Don't let her
minutes.
touch about
Patch yourselves up
Dragon
if
Age
you need
Origins
it.
gameplay, but like Dragon Age Origins gameplay is amazing, but oh, and you have limited ammo. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Maybe you have to be.
If Solas tears down the Veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solas always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before.
So
the
Varric
Veil,
and Harding
he
were
wants to
both
bring
in
it back.
Dragon Age Inquisition. Varric was a party member. Harding was a member of the Inquisition, but not a party member.
Even if his ritual
You
killed us all
couldn't
in the process.
put her in your party. This looks great. Like, I prefer turn-based and tactical gameplay 99% of the time, but I also really like games like God of War and the Souls games, and I'm getting very, kind of like God of War Ragnarok vibes from the gameplay a little bit, which makes me happy.
More intruders!
Avenge our fallen brethren!
Oh, there's a dodge button. It's definitely way more action-oriented than Dragon Age. I saw someone in the comment section today say that this combat looked clunky. What about this? This looks smoother than anything in any other Dragon Age game. I'm sorry.
Maybe they aren't someone who like the other.
No, they were in a Dragon Age. It was in a Dragon Age community page. But they probably like the other games too much and how slow and deliberate they are. And a big complaint of Dragon Age 2 was the
Guess we're
combat
sliding
felt
down.
too anime because it was so fast, but it was still had the same combat mechanics as Origins. So it tried to be this fast and not an action game, is what made Dragon Age 2's combat. Oh, there is a pause mode. So there's still tactical combat.
Oh, so it's not all this.
Well, it's like you can issue commands from like a tactical. So it's kind of like Dragon Age Origins, how you can pause the game and issue commands.
But it's not always like.
I mean, Origins is not.
Right.
Ooh, is that the character's exit? It's Nevgirl? She doesn't sound to Teventer or Legion. Teventer have basically American, like slight British accents. And the Orlesians have French accents. Really, the only people you're. So you know how in Origins the only person with an accent that's not British is Liliana and Sten. Liliana has a French accent and Sten has like an American accent.
I guess I didn't really put up the accents.
Well, it's because Liliana is Orlesian and Sten is a Kunari. I kind of want to see. This looks really good, and it's not hyper realistic, which is. I like her.
Alright,
I like that
Harding.
it's not realistic. 'Cause it's
Not the worst
Uncanny
timing.
Valley for me.
Nah,
Yeah.
It's so good to see you. We thought
Everyone
the
wanted to
Venatori
romance
kidnapped
Scout
you.
Harding in Inquisition, and he
They
couldn't.
thought the same
The
thing.
little dwarf girl.
You can probably
A lot of
romance her.
Venatori in
Oh,
this
she's a member of your party. Chances are you can romance her. There's a running thing that people are pissed every game because they will not let us romance Varric.
Appreciate it. Rook.
He's like everyone's favorite character, and they never let us romance him.
Solas. Nev, meet Rook. Both of you have done some work for the Shadow Dragon.
Okay, so your backstory is going to play in.
Some old friends.
Because the whole thing with this thing is his backstory is the Shadow Dragons. Eiley. Okay, so it's keeping Inquisition's dialogue system. Wait, hold on.
You get right to the point.
So it's keeping Inquisition's dialogue system. Shadow Dragon. Okay, so that was one thing. Like, they defined that this character, his backstory is he works for the Shadow Dragons, which is a new organization that we have never heard of before in the series. And from what they've said, it sounds like they're working in Tevinter, which is the Mage Nation. But it looks like they're keeping Inquisition's dialogue system, where the thumbs up there means you're being agreeable. That means you're being sarcastic, and that means you're being stoic. Okay, so they're keeping Inquisition's dialogue system, it seems like. Which I like. I do miss the being able to literally pick everything, like what your character says verbatim, like in Origins. But I do like the way Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition did it, where they give you a tone, so you know the tone of what you're about to say. And they give you a brief summary of what you're going to say.
Because sometimes you pick a dialogue option and then you're like, wait, that's not how I read this.
Yeah, that does happen. Okay. Are you okay? No. But I did.
You get frustrated because he won't let you grab the things.
But there was one. There are some conversations in Dragon Age 2 where that happens, where like you click a thing, and it's like a 3-word response, and it's like, "Oh, I never," and then it's like Hawk says something like really fucked up that you didn't mean, and you're like, "What the fuck, Hawk?" But that doesn't really happen. Hawk's the name of the main character, and 2 they go by their last name, kind of like Shepard in Mass Effect. But in Dragon Age Inquisition, they definitely did a better job of that. I think it's because Dragon Age 2 was trying to both be and not be, and she just rewound it a lot. Both be and not be Mass Effect in a lot of ways. And then Inquisition just went, we're just going to go with the Mass Effect dialogue wheel, but add tones to it.
I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's
So is
where
she
your man is hiding.
Ferelden to Victor? I
I
guess we'll find out. So, they've confirmed Varric is not a permanent party member, which makes me like... Well, they haven't confirmed, but in the trailer, they don't show a name card for him.
Told you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god.
So I'm kind of like...
Whatever he is, he's causing
nervous?
trouble in our city.
Okay, so she's from Tevinter.
Let's go.
Okay. So we have a Tevinter party member, and Scout Harding's from Ferelden, and Varric's from America. The Free Marches is essentially America. The team discovers Solas' hideout at an alluvion.
What's that mean?
It's a gate, an ancient elven gate that all of them were inert except for like 2.
Well,
And-
we're not in Manrathus anymore.
Oh, this is looking very Dragon Age Inquisition.
This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual.
This is literally a place what looks like from Dragon Age.
Anything like it.
Oh, he don't. This looks like Dragon Age Inquisition. Why are people complaining about the art style again? This just looks like an upscaled Inquisition. This just looks like a more stylized Inquisition that wasn't trying to be The Witcher 3. Okay, we are back. Little one is playing behind us, so hopefully...
Hopefully she stays calm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look at these environments, too. This is like a wilderness. This looks right out of Dragon Age Inquisition, just upscaled and more stylized. Please find out let it show back there. So far, the rogue gameplay looks good. I kind of hope they show some of the warrior and mage gameplay, though. There's definitely going to be some things that I, obviously, Dragon Age is like my favorite video game series of all time.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual.
You don't
No telling what
understand.
can come through.
Yeah, I'm like, there's so much more happening.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting
The art
worse?
style obviously takes a drastic change
Try
from
not to think about it.
you're used to the grays and browns of Origins, and now it's all colorful.
Something's getting cut out here that would have been too big of a spoiler.
There's a lot of spoilers getting cut out, you can tell. Is that a new design for a Pride Demon? Yeah, okay.
Stop this demon quickly.
I like it, but I don't know if I like it more than the Pride Demon one. It looks similar, but slightly different. Not all specifically the 7 deadly sins, but like any sin, basically. But yeah, Pride Demons are one of the strongest. They're one of the most physically powerful demons. I think the strongest demons are Fear and, well, there are demons based on, like, not necessarily sin, but their negative emotions, yeah. Like there's demons of lust, demons of greed, demons of envy, demons of fear, demons of hunger. There's hunger demons too. I don't know the exact, like, I probably at one point knew the exact hierarchy of which ones were the strongest, but then there's these demons in Inquisition that were really fucking cool. Like, I love the ending demon. And the fear demon was in Inquisition. And the fear demon seems like it's top dog. But we've always been told in Origins 2 that Pride demons are the more powerful. But you fight multiple Pride demons in Inquisition, and then the one fear demon you fight is like a loss of soul.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solas's ego.
Solas was a party member in Inquisition. Oh yeah, I think I remember you played a little bit of Inquisition.
We did a character creation together.
And we got through like all of Haven, and like we did a little bit of Act 1, and she was like, she's playing an elf, and she was like, I think I might want to romance Solas. The bald guy? The bald elf?
Well, you told me that I was playing the only type of character that I could romance him,
So the title of the game was Dreadwolf, and he's the Dreadwolf, an ancient Roman god. So you know that it's kind of honestly when I do play through Inquisition, you're gonna be like, why is he there? What is all this happening for?
Sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Oh
Derek,
no.
Solas isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Oh no.
Solas needs someone to sell him another option to help him justify.
Are they gonna kill Varric?
probably.
No. No.
Yeah, they're gonna.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him.
I like the approve icons on
And
the
if he won't
come up.
listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
What's his crossbow? This game looks so like the most polished Dragon.
Sacrifices.
This game is the most polished Dragon Age game since Origins, it seems like.
Rook, take care of the team.
Makes sense. It's the only Dragon Age game, except Origins, that has gotten 10 years of development time. Origins got like 13 years. This one got 10 years.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not
I called
interrupting.
him Chuckles. Varric has nicknames for everybody. Solas.
Let's
Oh,
buy
yeah.
him some time.
We're buying Varric time. Is the game gonna start with Solas succeeding and tearing down the fucking veil? But that would like kill everyone. He straight up tells you in Trespasser that what he's planning to do will kill almost everyone in the world. And that can't be how the game starts. Something's gotta go awry for Solas here. I doubt Varric's gonna talk him down though, like... There's an entire DLC about Solas after the game is beaten in Inquisition. Where he straight up says,
is a wound inflicted upon this world.
You made it!
Must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Have you?
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
He broke Bianca!
People are always dying. It is what they do.
No! He's had that crossbow for decades!
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay, we're back again. Things with a toddler.
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solas.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
Of course it will.
What about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
I hope they have body type sliders so you can be a bigger, more buff
Fine,
character if you want to.
but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Huh?
Either way, someone needs to stay back and
What?
deal with the
Do the
demons.
other games have it?
No. You have to pick one to go with you. One of them has to follow you into great danger?
Let's go, Hardy. Nev, keep the demons
What
off.
if you get trapped on the other side?
Or the veil? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, and there is a character who was described as the veil jumper, so maybe you're gonna get trapped on the fade and she's gonna get you out. That'd be fucking cool. It wouldn't be a Dragon Age game if you didn't get trapped in the veil. Or the fade. But it's the fade. The fade is the realm itself, and the veil is the very, very thin barrier. It's called a veil on purpose, because it keeps... Okay, so there is some platforming. Destructible environments. I have to beat all
Why
three.
tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but
It isn't falling. We need to push it.
I'm with you.
Together. Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Yes, it does.
Push!
Solas is a very, very powerful mage. The veil's open. It's not torn, it's not destroyed, but it's open. Those who I think they are. Ooh, was that the Evanuris? Okay. So, interesting. I liked everything I saw there for the most part, except for them breaking Bianca. I'm sorry, I'm attached to a fictional dwarf's crossbow.
I think that you're gonna have to say goodbye to more than just the crossbow.
They're not gonna kill Varric. They're not gonna kill Varric. Don't kill Varric. BioWare, please don't kill
The
Varric.
writing's on the wall. I think they are.
Hopefully it's not a choice, because in Dragon Age Inquisition there's a scene that I really both love as a fantasy writer, but hate as a player. So at the end of Dragon Age Origins, you can make a decision with... I'm not going to spoil Origins, but I'll spoil a little bit Inquisition. Where you can choose between whoever is leading the Grey Wardens... Oh, she can't pull on that. And Hawk. Your Hawk. One of them has to stay behind and die. Hawk is Varric's best friend. And I'll say this, whoever is leading the Grey Wardens is either a character who is you meet in Dragon Age 2 and is a main character in Inquisition, or Alistair. So if you make the right decisions...
You're the one who crawled onto that side, baby.
You have to choose between... I've seen it happen. It didn't happen to me in my first playthrough, but it did my second. I had to choose to either leave my character from the second game or Alistair behind to die. I sat there for like 5 minutes. I ultimately left my character to die, and there's this heart-wrenching scene where you get back from beyond the veil, and you close the portal, and all Varric does is walk up and goes, "Where's Hawk?" It's so sad. But so Varric has been around since Dragon Age 2. He's the second party member you get in Dragon Age 2 outside of your sibling. So you get your sibling, obviously, first, and then you get a character named Aveline, but Varric's the first character in the main city, Kirkwall. He's the first party member you get, and he's like the most important, probably. Except for Anders, but that's a different story. And then in Inquisition, he is the second party member you meet, besides Cassandra. You first three party members you get are Cassandra, Varric, and Solas. So Varric and Solas have been together since the beginning of Inquisition as friends. And I don't think they've confirmed exactly how many years have passed since Inquisition and the Veilguard. It's definitely been a while.
Yeah, it sounded like the way that Varric was talking about.
Well, between the end of Inquisition and the Trespasser DLC of Inquisition, 6 months had passed. So it's been probably at least a year.
Well, he said something about it being years ago, like ever since we...
Years ago? Okay, that's probably been a while. Solas has probably been working...
I thought he said something about like ever since our adventures together years ago or something like that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. So that probably means that this game takes place years after Inquisition, which I was not expecting. I thought it was going to take place right immediately after. Because Inquisition ends with your Inquisitor having lost an arm, going, we're going to gather people to deal with Solas. And you can actually choose to support Solas as the Inquisitor.
Uh-oh.
That is an option, which is, like, insane to me. Like, I don't get... Sorry, Solas romancers. I don't understand why you want to help him create an apocalypse. Like, you can love Solas as a romance. He has one of the best romances, one of the most heart-wrenching ones. But still... It's an apocalypse. He's trying to commit genocide, and you're going to support your boyfriend in genocide? That's a little sus.
Love.
Solas Simser. I understand it as a character because he's an amazing character.
Doesn't he break up with you regardless?
Yeah, he dumps you because he knows what he has to do, is what he says. So it's like...
So you support him in genocide, and he still is like...
Well, he dumps you, and then you find out who he is, and then he tells you what he's going to do, and you can be like, I support you, or you can be like, I will convince you not to do this. Or if you're my Inquisitor, who you guys will see this in a little bit spoiler for what's going to happen in my Inquisition playthrough, my big burly Kunarian Inquisitor is going to look and be like, I'm going to smash your egg head with my hammer over and over. I'm going to kill you. My Inquisitor... in both what's going to be on the Let's Play and my, like, Inquisitor that I've had before, he was friends with Solas up until the end, and then told Solas, I'm going to fucking kill you because you betrayed me. You're betraying the world. You're trying to kill everyone I love. You're going to die. And part of me is like, I was a little worried because we're playing as a new protagonist. Obviously, they cut off your Inquisitor's arm because of that. And I'm like, is my Inquisitor not going to be involved at all? But they made an announcement on Twitter today that you will be able to create your Inquisitor in character creation as well as your new character. So they're gonna show up in the story because they did the same thing in Dragon Age Inquisition. At a certain point, Hawk shows up from Dragon Age 2, and you get to customize them.
And then you can choose whether or not to...
kill them or not, yeah. But it's a little... I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this game. I have been cautiously optimistic about this game for years because of how bad Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem were, which were BioWare's last two games. BioWare's last two games are Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem, and they were both... Mass Effect Andromeda was, like, okay. But compared to the original trilogy, it was awful. And then Anthem was just... the game they made with the assets they were going to use in Mass Effect Andromeda, but then decided to give it to a new IP... So Anthem had an amazing gameplay, but like the worst story BioWare has ever made. And BioWare made Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, by the way, so they were a big name even before Dragon Age in stories. And Star Wars The Old Republic. Knights of the Old Republic. So, but this game it clearly shows that it has had 10 years of development. And it seems like they're sticking true to the Dragon Age mythos. I was worried about that because... the entire writing team from Origins 2 and Inquisition is gone. The project director, the guy who wrote all the books, David Gator, he had this is the first Dragon Age game he's had nothing to do with. The guy who wrote Origins, who wrote 2, who wrote Inquisition, who wrote The Stolen Throne, who wrote all the other books like The Calling. It's like... So I was a little concerned. But I have, from what I see here and from what I've heard from people I'm friends with who got more inside looks, because of, you know, I'm friends with a lot of huge name TikTokers, and some of them are Dragon Age TikTokers. I'm not going to name names, but one of my mutuals, she got a very close look at the actual game itself and the story. And from what she's told me, it sticks very true to the lore of Dragon Age, which made me very happy to hear. But I was still hesitant. But after that gameplay reveal, I'm loving the way the combat looks. That even looks like, for you, interesting to watch. Like, you could actually watch me play that and not get bored. Remy's big thing with watching me play games is it's either turn-based games that I have to actively, like, describe what I'm saying, because she'll usually, like, won't be watching but will be listening. But when I'm playing a game, I found the games that she, like, actively watches the most are when they have very involved and flowing combat. Like, the game where I've actually seen you, like, sit and watch me the most is, weirdly enough, Elden Ring. You don't like those games at all, but you will watch me play them all day.
I don't know about all day.
There was one day, the day I tried to beat Melania for the first time, her watching, it's amazing how our relationship lasted through you watching me just grip my literally do this and just go.
I'm very ADHD, but sometimes I focus on things.
I think my favorite moment of that is when I went, I know you're the Blade of Mikola! But, honestly, you know what, since we're still recording, let's just see the difference, because clearly, like, I feel like for this reveal trailer, yeah, that looks way more cartoony than what we just saw, right?
Yeah, because this isn't like the actual...
Not looking good, old friend.
I mean, Harding and Varric still look good.
This'll take more than you and me.
But
What are you thinking?
this is definitely not the in-game engine.
The other things that they're fighting look like they're...
Yeah, she looks the same as she did.
They look like... What's the
Someone to
website we
bring a
make
little
videos?
darkness.
Oh, Hero Forge?
Yeah, some of the...
Oh my god, they kind of do.
Some of the, like,
I'm
miscellaneous
interested,
people in
yeah.
the background look like Hero Forge characters.
So the guy they just showed, Lucanus, God damn it. He looks like a possibility for me to romance, because look at that man. That's a handsome motherfucker. This is the character I was telling you about.
That pirate stuff.
This is the one that's the Veil Jumper. I think we're gonna get, you're right, we're gonna get stuck in the Fade and she's gonna get us out.
Buried secrets.
This is apparently, a lot of people theorize, it's not confirmed, this might be Cassandra from Inquisition, my favorite character. That might be her uncle. Grey Warden!
Someone who will stand between us and a
so,
pack of demons.
and a Griffin, that's big lore stuff. So, that's a Darkspawn, babe. That's their redesign. That's what some of the Darkspawn look like now. I'm not a fan of the Darkspawn's redesign, personally.
Is it possible that Griffins were...
Maybe!
Dragons.
We know they went extinct on Vados, and I'm almost guaranteed to romance her. Dragon hunting Kunari badass woman? Muscle mommy Kunari?
Someone we can count on. Someone that the world...
Did you just say... Repeat that.
Nope.
She said, get that coon poon.
I forgot we were recording.
You know Sten as a character. Sten is glaring at you through my Dragon Age on my EA, and he's like, Vashadan. Sten is glaring. Vashadan. Which is so funny, the juxtaposition, like, you've seen Sten, like, how, like, just taciturn and just, like, doesn't, like, really emote much he's been. I can't wait for her to be Iron Bull. She's gonna be like, this dude is not what I expected from a Kunari after Sten.
Oh no, I've seen...
So, you want to ride the bull. Honestly, if we're gonna go by my real life type, I think I'd have to romance Harding.
Not bad, short.
I was about to say short girl with green eyes and reddish brown hair.
And freckles.
And freckles. Oh no. And I did really want to romance Harding in Inquisition too.
But where are we gonna find
Also, there's a big plot point. The biggest contentious The biggest, most contentious thing people have talked about in this, babe, Varric has a beard. Varric's entire premise since Dragon Age 2 is he's the dwarf with no beard. He shaves all the time, daily, and still has stubble within like an hour. It's the joke. Dragon Age. I think that in retrospect, that trailer looks fine. After having seen the gameplay reveal, just looking at that though, I was a little worried, and I fully understand why everyone else was like, "Ooh, that looks a little Fortnite-y." I'm very excited for this game. I think this is going to be an amazing game. What do you think, based on what little you know about Dragon Age and that?
I think it's going to be great.
It's going to be great?
Yeah, and I like the art style. I don't get what everyone's complaining about.
Yeah, you like cartoon. Well, I think it's because it's a dark fantasy.
I don't think that it looks cartoony, like the actual gameplay.
I don't either. I think there's a little bit of like cartoony-esque vibe. But I mean, the last Dragon Age property we got, period, was Dragon Age Absolution, an anime! Which is set up for this, apparently. I still haven't seen Dragon Age Absolution. I know I'm a terrible Dragon Age fan, but I need to watch that so badly. I'm right here. But anyways, folks, that was a fun little video. Somebody was fussing the whole time. If you guys like that kind of content, this kind of content going forward, I can do more. Probably not without the Screaming Baby, but Remy might join me for some of them sometimes. Specifically with games I know she's interested in. Like, out of all the games I've played on my channel, aside from Baldur's Gate 3, Dragon Age is definitely the one that she's been the most interested in. Am I wrong in saying that, or is that correct?
I think that's correct. I mean, I also liked Pokemon, but I know that file got corrupted and everything.
Yeah. I'll eventually do more Pokemon stuff, but like if we're talking like Dragon Age, Fire Emblem, Drakengard, I know Dragon Age is the one that you've actually been like, oh, this is cool. I mean, obviously Baldur's Gate 3 because you love D&D. Oh, are you going to say bye-bye? Okay, well, thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me, and it helps the channel grow so I can make more content for you guys with a higher budget maybe in the future. But for right now, I just put out stuff that I think you guys are going to like. I'm very excited for Dragon Age Veilguard. There's a possibility I don't beat all 3 Dragon Age games before Veilguard comes out. If that happens, I will start playing Veilguard on the channel alongside what other Dragon Age game I'm playing at the time. I'm hoping to get through all 3 before the Veilguard comes out. And that means after I beat Fire Emblem 3 Houses, I may focus on Dragon Age for the foreseeable future. And that'll be the only video games I upload. Actual play content will not slow down though. But gaming stuff, I think I'm going to focus Dragon Age. Fire Emblem's probably going to slow down because I want to beat all 3 games on the channel before the Veilguard comes out. And that is a tall order because they have confirmed it comes out in the fall. And I'm like, that's too close. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. And we'll see you on the next whatever I upload.
Bye.